Hello, this is Susan of the North with the weekly overview of the Rune of the Day podcast. The runes are drawn this week for February 16th through the 22nd. The rune for beginning the week is Ear. This is the rune of deep water, death, rotting down, breaking down. And for some of us, that's just, it may not even deal with a physical death or people that we know who are passing. It may just deal with a reality that we expected is not. So, learning how to be present to what is and to work within the energy flows of the moment we are in. And we have a number of people who teach about living in the present moment. I studied the Gurdjieff for a while, and that was in it. The Buddhism, it's in it. The Dalai Lama talks about it. Edgar Tolle talks about it. Being present to yourself in the moment. And at some point, when we really practiced at this, we begin to sense the energy flows and be able to work with them as they are. So I'm still advocating that you know what you stand for and work toward that goal, whether it's in the political arena or the professional arena or in your personal life contentment. On Monday, the 17th of February, we draw the rune Yar. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly because I don't have access to hearing it spoken. This one is spelled YR. Yesterday's was spelled EAR. But anyway, this is the rune of the archer and the artist. It's about taking aim, taking focus, knowing what you stand for, discerning what's passing away for you was yesterday's rune. Today's rune is taking focus at what you want, what you need for your well-being, and maybe even contributing to what you want for the collective, the human collective, because we are in such a state of opposition. And I don't want to see anybody feeling voiceless or disempowered or, as we say, learned helplessness. Know what you stand for, take focus on it. And Tuesday's rune is the 18th. This is Stan. This is stone. I often regard this as the foundation stone. It's the foundation of your values. It's the foundation of what you believe. It's the foundation of standing upon, firmly upon your life source substance. There is something that you came into this earth to do, to learn, to be, to have, to experience. And you can't do that when you're listening always to everybody else's stuff, whether it's what you think they want you to do or you think they see you in a certain way, but you have an independent individual behind your eyes that can think for yourself and feel for yourself and hold yourself in a state of autonomy. And so when we start to pull apart from like-minded others or even differently minded others, there's going to be a friction involved. But that friction, even though it can be hard sometimes, will shape us into what Gurdjieff called a cosmic independent individual. To know yourself, to step into your own authenticity. That's what this is about, coming to the foundation of who you are. Not who anybody else wants you to be, but who you are. And Wednesday's rune, interestingly enough, is Gabo. This is the rune of gifting, but gifting is also receiving. I mean, maybe someone is so excited to give you a gift and you don't really need it, you're not enthusiastic about it, but you kindly accept it because it makes them feel good. And vice versa. There will come a time when you want to share something with someone who may or may not be as interested as you are. That's one part of it. But this is also a rune of partnership. And in your own human dynamic, your own human autonomy. This is the partnership between your spirit and your body, the juncture that is your soul. And we are in life in order to grow our soul, and that is unique to each lifetime. It's, there are some of us remember past lifetimes, but this thing that I'm speaking about is unique to each lifetime. That is your essence that you come in with, that is your body, that is your DNA, that is your heredity, that it is all a form of your ancestors. This is the essence that is here for you to grow into, to develop to your fullest capacity. And that is the divine partnership within yourself. That old adage, be still and know that I am God, that breath of God that came into you at birth, that Odin or Christ or the Holy Spirit or whichever form of the divine you choose to believe in, this is the breath that is in you from birth, that you will evolve until your last breath. The rune for Thursday is Perthrow reversed. Now, on the surface, Perthrow means games of chance, lottery, luck. When it's reversed, maybe it's a day to take a second thought about whether you're going to play those games. But on a deeper level, Perthrow is about the Norns. It's about the Well of Weird. It's about your destiny. And when it's reversed, I think it means taking a deeper look, a much deeper look at the threads that you're weaving in life. Are you weaving the threads of your destiny, or are you just going along with the flow? The Norns at the well are such a deep symbol. They're weaving threads of, let me find simpler words for it. They're weaving threads of positivity and negativity, and the polarity of when things come together. The longer you can sit with the discomfort of two opposing forces, the more friction you will create in order to grow that soul that we were talking about on Wednesday. On Friday, the rune is El-Hajj reversed. Sometimes this is interpreted as stagnation. I prefer to look at it as going to the root. This rune originally had two ends that were both 3 and 3. It's like the great tree Yggdrasil, the tree of life, or the tree of pain and suffering, because that's how Odin got his runes. He hung himself on the tree and sought the runes, and he got them. But going to the root is how I think of El-Hajj reversed. Go to the root. Sometimes we need to go to the root in order to rest and renew ourselves. Sometimes we need to go to the root of a situation in order to discern a better outcome for ourselves. It's just taking time apart from the busyness of the mental chatter and just feeling your way through the place where you are at right now. And if you do that work, Saturday's rune for the 22nd looks very good. This is Deyaj. This is breakthrough. This is a new epiphany. This is a new form of insight, another layer of illumination. So it looks very good this week. We've had a couple of weeks, if you've happened upon my rune readings, where things were a little iffy, had to be worked through. But this week looks good from year on Sunday and becoming aware of what you are dying to in yourself and taking focus on Monday toward what you need to create your foundation for the life that you want, and the partnership between your higher and your lower self on Wednesday that's coming to a layer of unity in yourself that you may not have had for a while, but looking deeper again on Thursday to make sure that you are on the right track, or having put so much work into figuring that out that you need to back up a little bit and just rest, as on Friday by going to the root. And on Saturday, sometimes that rest gives you that extra energy for an epiphany, a breakthrough, an understanding that you will be coming to. So this looks like a very good week ahead. I am Susan of the North, aka Susan Hintz-Epstein, and I wish you all a very blessed Rune week.